Most millionaires and multi-millionaires are completely invisible. They're probably sitting right next to you at Starbucks, and you never even know that they have 7 or 8 or maybe even 9 figures in the bank. There are, in my opinion, 7 telltale signs that give away if someone is secretly wealthy or not. So, if you know what to look for, you'll be able to find them. I honestly believe that if you're able to adopt some of their habits, it could be the key to building real wealth on your own. Let's dive into the first sign, which is that wealthy people avoid talking about the 3 E's at all costs. The 3 E's stand for earn, expensive, and excess. For the first E, earn, they never talk about the money they're making. If someone is always talking about money and how much they make, it usually means they're still trying to prove something. The truly wealthy have nothing to prove anymore because secretly they already know they have the money, and there's no need to tell anyone about it. The second E is that they don't talk about their latest expensive purchase. While people are posting their new designer bags or luxury watches on social media, the secretly wealthy stay quiet, constantly talking about an expensive car, watch, or vacation usually signals someone is stretching their budget and wants clout to justify it. The third E is excess wealthy. People avoid living in excess, at least in terms of their outward image. They understand that true luxuries are about options, convenience, and freedom, not flashy stuff. So, when people brag about how much they make, their expensive purchases, or show off in excess, it's usually a sign they're not wealthy. The opposite is true. The quiet ones are often secretly wealthy. And if you embody this mindset, you can redirect the energy spent on appearances toward actually building wealth. Sign number 2. They drive a 5 to 10 plus year old reliable car that is completely paid off. Wealthy people know how brutal depreciation is. And wasting $500, $800 a month on a car loan for something that loses value daily is negative. Instead, they prefer to keep that money invested where it can compound into 6 figures over a decade. A car is just transportation from A to B, and they'd rather be wealthy than look wealthy. Sign number 3. They spend money on uncommon things that normal people wouldn't think about, like buying back their time. That could mean flying private to save hours of hassle, hiring a private chef, paying for household help. They might also invest in rare hobbies or collectibles like art, fine wine, or sports memorabilia instead of showing off luxury items that everyone else already owns. Their spending is more about uniqueness and convenience than status. Sign number 4. They are careful with their image. Wealthy people know others can become jealous, so they downplay their success. If you ask them about money, they'll often respond with something vague like, "I get by," or "I've done well for myself." They prefer modesty for both social and security reasons. Flashing wealth can attract resentment or even danger. Sign number 5. They sweat the small purchases, but don't hesitate on big necessities. For example, they might research a $20 gadget for 30 minutes, but 1 blink when spending $15,000 on a roof repair. Why? Because small wants can be optimized for the best value, but big needs require decisive action. Sign number 6. They've mastered the ability to wait. Wealthy people practice patience and delayed gratification. They research purchases, wait for deals, or sometimes realize they don't even need the item. Unlike most people who buy impulsively, they can wait months or even years for the right time to buy. That discipline compounds into wealth over the long term. Sign number 7. They live in a modest home, well below what they can afford. Instead of stretching themselves with a huge mortgage, they often choose smaller, manageable homes, or even own them outright. Big homes come with constant upkeep, expenses, and social pressure to maintain appearances. By living modestly, the wealthy reduce stress and maintain financial flexibility. In the end, there are many levels to wealth, but the common thread among the secretly wealthy is that they value freedom, security, and peace of mind over appearances.